Hey folks, welcome to the long-awaited part 2 of my quest for the perfect landing. Well, you guessed it, the Porterfield. We're going back to my roots. I've been flying Lucy a lot and I love flying her. She's such an easy flyer and so much fun, but I've always thought she's harder to land than the Porterfield, and I haven't gone back to the Porterfield since I got Lucy. So I wanted to pull her out and just go around the patch a few times and just see if the Porterfield is indeed a little bit easier to handle than old Lucy. I've got probably almost 100 landings in Lucy now. And so I'm getting the hang of her, but I still definitely haven't mastered it. And, I probably never will master it, but I feel like with more experience, I will get better at landing Lucy. But for now, we're gonna hop in the Porterfield, take her around the patch a few times. I don't feel like she's been out a lot this winter, so I'm gonna give her a good pre-flight and we'll get her all warmed up. Hopefully I can get it started. And we'll load up and go around the patch a few times and see how it is up there. Oh boy, whoever last had the sweet pea out did not do a very good job cleaning the window. There's lots of bugs on here. All right, I'm gonna put you guys in the back seat here. How's that look? Oh yeah. I like riding in the back, but single passenger, you're supposed to ride in the front. So you guys will sit in the back here. How's that look? Oh yeah, that's gonna be a nice view. I didn't bring the right adapter, so I'm not gonna be able to talk to you when we're in the air, but we'll go around the patch a few times and see if we can grease some wheel landings. She's all pre-flighted and ready to go, so I'm gonna push her out and see if we can get her started. All right, we got the old girl tied down in the back. Give her a little bit of throttle. Let's prime it a couple times here. Where's the prime? There we go. This primer always takes a little while to fill up. Let's put these mags on. Mixture's rich. There we go. I think we're getting some fuel in there. All right, let's see if she wants to go. Bags on. Get a good prop from the back. She's running! Oil pressure's coming up. It's actually running pretty good. All right, let's go. The old Porterfield. This thing's such a good time to fly. It's, you know, you think these old Taildraggers are kind of all the same. You know, they kind of look the same from the outside. 65 horsepower, Taildragger, big wings. But the Porterfield flies significantly different than the Super Chief in just minute ways that you don't really realize until you fly them both kind of back to back. It's definitely easier to land as far as like a wheel landing than the Super Chief. Because the Super Chief, it's so hard to keep from bouncing. Where this thing, you just put it down and it's on the ground and you're just cruising out. It's no big deal. So that at least I'm not crazy thinking the Super Chief was hard to wheel land. At least it's hard for me. There may be guys out there that could grease them in the Super Chief, but yeah, we'll keep working on it. One of these days I'll get it. Or I won't. So one of the differences is probably the most obvious between the Porterfield and the Super Chief is the airfoil. You know, the Porterfield has, you can kind of see it here, it has a bit of a symmetrical airfoil where the Super Chief has more of a flat, you can't really see it there. The Super Chief has more of a flat bottom airfoil. And so I think that helps the Porterfield, you know, as you're going right down the runway in a kind of a 2-point or a wheel landing attitude, it helps the Porterfield to just kind of stay on the runway, where the Super Chief just feels like it's a lot lighter and it's just always creating lift until it's not. So I think that makes it easier to set the Porterfield down a little bit faster before, you know, well, and take the lift off the wing. The other thing is the Porterfield has different suspension. Initial look, it looks real similar, but you know, it has, I believe it's a rubber disc in there. And I bet the Porterfield has probably a little bit more travel than the Chief. And it just feels a little more forgiving, where the Chief kind of likes to bounce. This kind of just feels a little more planted. The other difference is, I believe, it's hard to tell just by looking at the planes, but I believe the wheels on the Porterfield are a little farther back, which would make it a little easier to wheel land. And it kind of makes sense, because when you think about these old planes, you know, the Porterfield's in 1940, which is a year older than the Super Chief at 1941. But the I think the Aranca is a little bit more of kind of an older design, if you can even say that, than the Porterfield. The Porterfield is definitely a little bit more aerodynamically a little bit more advanced, because the Porterfields didn't really come out until like 35 or 36, where the Arancas, you know, they were making the Aranca design. Well, the first Aranca came out in like, I think the design came out in like 1925 or 1926, and then they started selling them in the 30s, 1930, the C2 and the C3 a little bit after that. And then when they finally came out the Chief, you know, I'm sure they wanted those Arancas to kind of handle similarly to the C2 and the C3 that people were used to. So the Chief kind of got stuck in with that kind of early 30s, late 20s technology, where when the Porterfield came out, they obviously wanted it to fly a little as well as it could. And so I think there was a little bit more advanced design in the old Porterfield, you know, compared to the Aranca. Anyways, that's all for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed flying along, and I'll see you next time. So long.